Welcome to Travelzilla. Don't forget to add me on Instagram. Come say hello. Well, after visiting both Brazil and Argentina, let's pay a visit to Itaipu, or the Singing Rock, the world's largest producer of electricity and one of its biggest dams, located at the border of Brazil and Paraguay. Let's go! If you've seen my other videos on the triple border area, you know by now that Foz do Iguaçu in Brazil is the city with the best infrastructure in the region. Check out my other videos to find out more about Iguaçu Falls, what to do on the Brazilian side and on the Argentinian side of the falls as well. There's also a review of the hotel I stayed on this trip when I was in Brazil, as well as a shopping guide of Ciudad del Este in Paraguay. Don't miss out, guys. Check out every single video that I've made about this part of the world. I bought my tour to Itaipu from a very good Brazilian company called Lumar Turismo. The link's gonna be at the description of this video, okay? They picked me up at my hotel at 1:55 p.m. But attention, because there are 3 different kinds of tours that you can take. The number one is called Vista Panoramica, which takes place anywhere between 9 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. every day at the cost of 42 reais or $11 US. This tour allows you to see the complex from outside only and takes 2 hours for you to do it all. The second type of tour is called the Illuminations Tour, which happens only on Fridays and Saturdays at the cost of 45 reais or $12 US. The tour happens at night. It takes about an hour and a half to do it all and starts at 8:30 p.m. Check this out, it's amazing. Number 3, the Special Circuit Tour, which happens every day at various times between 8:30 a.m. and 3:30 p.m. and lasts about 2.5 hours at the cost of 128 reais or $32 US. This is the best tour, for it allows you to visit the interior of the dam and see how it works from inside. You get to see the turbines, the control rooms, so on and so forth. So, you know, look at this. This is an electric car developed right here by the Itaipu engineering team. Once you get to the complex, they'll check for your reservation, and while you wait to watch film about the place, you can take a look at a miniature-sized model of Itaipu itself and learn all about the benefits that this enormous complex has brought to both Brazil and Paraguay. But what they don't tell you is what we've given up in order for this complex to be built. Brazil and Paraguay lost Guaíra 7 Falls, which used to be the world's largest waterfall in water flow and also Brazil's most visited tourist attraction until 1982, when after only 14 days the waters of the reservoir covered a true wonder of nature, submerged under Itaipu's artificial lake. Guaíra was a series of 19 waterfalls divided in 7 major groups. The fall's average height was of 114 meters, which is much taller than Iguaçu today, and the average flow rate was of 13,000 cubic meters per second. Today, Niagara Falls at the border of the United States and Canada holds the largest average water flow rate, which is of 2,400 cubic meters per second. Guaíra Falls was of 13,000 cubic meters per second. No wonder it used to be the most visited place in Brazil in the 60s, 70s, all the way to the early 80s. What a loss for humanity. I get really sad every time I talk about this. The fact of the matter is that Itaipu, or the Singing Rock in Tupi-Guarani, the local Native American language, used to be the world's largest dam and held that position for decades. Today, it's the second largest dam, but it is the world's largest producer of electricity. After the film and a nice introduction, you'll take the bus and head to the entrance of the power plant itself. You get to see some water channels that fish used to swim up the stream to procreate. The area that surrounds the dam is filled with capybaras, the world's largest rodent. It's always good to see that. Before you know, you'll get to see this incredible feat of engineering unveils itself right before your eyes. Itaipu, or the Singing Rock, is truly massive. The dam is located 12 kilometers or 7.45 miles from the city center of Foz do Iguaçu, 38 kilometers or 23.6 miles from Iguaçu Falls, and 15 kilometers or 9.3 miles from the famous Friendship Bridge bordering Brazil or linking Brazil and Paraguay. The concave shapes of its architecture is reminiscent of Catholic cathedrals, so to speak. Hi guys, so I'm here now at the Itaipu, or the Singing Rock, Binational Hydroelectric Power Plant. This used to be the largest power plant in the world for the longest time, and now it ranks number 2, but sometimes it goes to number 1 in energy production. Sometimes it has recently produced more electricity than the one in China. So it goes between number 1 and number 2, okay? Well, this place is humongous, and I'm gonna show to you as much as I want, and as much as I can. It's massive, okay? I don't think that the picture, on film, it's gonna look as big as it is. This is one thing you should definitely visit on the Brazilian side, okay? Of your trip to Iguaçu Falls. All right, let's check it out. Once you get inside the plant, one of the local engineers will show you around and explain a lot of the do's, the don'ts, the history, the stats, so on and so forth. The dam cost the Brazilian government at the time $19.6 billion US, the equivalent today of $50 billion. It's a lot of money. The dam is a 7.9 kilometers or 4.9 miles in length and 196 meters or 643 feet in height. But if you count all the way to the riverbed, its height goes up to 260 meters or 850 feet. It's tall and it's deep. It's massive. Itaipu is located at the Paraná River, the world's 7th largest river. The course of the river has been shifted, as were 50 million tons of earth and rock. The amount of concrete used to build Itaipu is enough to build 210 stadia the size of Maracanã in Rio, and the amount of steel used is the equivalent of 380 Eiffel Towers combined. Around 40,000 people worked in its construction. And the power plant is just astounding. At the power plant, it's astounding how many different chambers there are, and it's incredible that you actually get to see a turbine or power generator from up close. It's amazing. Itaipu currently supplies 17% of Brazil's electricity and 70% of Paraguay's. Let's not forget that Brazil needs a lot of power because it is the world's 8th largest economy, and many other massive projects, almost as big as this one actually, have been built throughout the years. Check this out, the turbines are amazing. It's an impressive piece of machinery, and this is only one, there are 20 of them. Well, as I said before, some of the chambers are incredibly big, so don't worry, because your tour guide / engineer will make sure he explains more than enough about how Itaipu generates electricity and how it was built. Let's not forget that the amount of water that can flow through the plant is dozens of times greater than that of Iguazu Falls or Niagara for that matter. It's hard to believe, but it's true. The volume of the spillway alone is 40 times greater. Again, 40 times greater. The volume of the spillway alone is 40 times greater than that of Iguazu Falls. And Iguazu is 2.7 kilometers or 1.7 miles in length, and it's got 275 waterfalls. I mean, it's huge. Well, the tour will also show you one of the many control rooms, and there you'll find a glass window where you'll be able to understand a bit more about how the power plant really functions. It's pretty and it's pretty interesting also. Itaipu isn't only one of the world's engineering marvels, but it uses state-of-the-art technology too in order to monitor its energy production. It's amazing, guys. You gotta visit this place. Check this out. The dam is really tall and very deep. It's as tall as a 70-story building. Can you believe that? And when there, have your questions ready. The engineers are prepared and can answer even the most technical questions, if you will. Once you've completed the tour of the interior of the dam, it's time to check it out from outside. Visit many viewpoints, take pictures, and visit the enormous lake. So let's keep on going. The sheer size of the dam is just astounding, you guys. The installed generation capacity of the power plant is of 14 gigawatts, with 20 generating units providing 700 megawatts each, with a hydraulic design of 118 meters or 387 feet, and the plant employs over 3,000 people. Wow. Well, when I came, it was late March, which is past the rainy season, so the spillway was closed. In the months of the rainy season, for example, the water levels become too high, and Itaipu can open one of the sections of its spillway, or all sections of the spillway, okay? When that happens, it's a real treat for tourists and residents alike. A lot of people come to see that. The fuller the reservoir is, the more sections can be opened. When all sections of the spillway open, which actually happens every 1.5 to 2 years or so, the water flow gets to be 60 times greater than that of Iguazu Falls, which is an incredible sight to see daytime or at night as well. complex isn't only comprised of the interior and exterior sites within and outside the dam. There's also a natural park, a lake, and a boat ride you can take in order for you to admire the region's beautiful sunsets. The Itaipu Lake or Reservoir offers a series of activities for residents and visitors like artificial beaches, thermal water park, sport fishing, so on and so forth. If you wish to ride the catamaran and watch the sunset at the lake, it will cost you 90 reais or $22 and the whole experience will last about an hour and a half in total. The boat is big enough to fit 200 people inside, and the sunsets are indeed beautiful in Itaipu. The area has got a really nice setup with a restaurant, a souvenir shop. You know, it was really fun, you guys. Hey guys, I guess this is it for today. Please watch my other videos on Iguaçu Falls and the Triple Border area. Don't forget to press the bell sign to get notifications every time we publish a new video. Don't forget to drop a like, leave a comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. See you on my next video. Goodbye. Don't forget to leave a comment, okay? It won't hurt. And don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to send me a message. Share this video. Just saying. Bye-bye.